yeah. Yes, right. I've done a lot of talking today. So, yeah, I've broken this. So it's really tight on my face. So I've tied it. It's probably going to unclip. Cheap shit. I've only had it a couple of weeks. Look at my Christmas. Anyone want to see my Christmas tree? Look. My wife dumps it there. And still hasn't been taken away. So, good old Christmas tree. The bristles haven't fallen off yet. So you can see who's home. The wife's home. There's the van, we have an MOT once a year on the van, and it is due on the 1st of February, so I'm going to have to take it for that. My daughter's home. She's not talking to me at the moment. She's 19, her name's Talia. The reason she's not talking to me is because she told me to clean. I said, don't you bloody tell me to clean. What do you think I am? I'm not a kid. So then she shouted a little bit, and then we had a bit of an argument. I'm not going to be told to wash up and clean by my children, even if they're 19. And the funny thing is, she doesn't ever wash up, ever. I don't think she's ever washed up. And I do all the cooking and the shopping. So they're very spoiled, my children. Who is that? Elvis Blue fan club. Is that Manny? So, anyway, let's say hello to Ella Bella. Ella Bella. Ella, come on. Come on. Dubba, 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 dubba. There you go. Say hello. Say hi, Team Elvis. How you going? So the weather in England, yeah, she's up. She's gagging for a walk. So the weather in England is atrocious, but we've had a bit of a break. It's windy, which is why I got my hat on, but there's no rain. And it doesn't look like it's going to rain. Look at that beautiful, can you see the moon? There's a tiny bit of moon up there. You can't really see it. Can we hear the birds singing? Not today. There's quite a strong wind, so when we get out there, you're going to notice the wind quite strong. Oh, so we're in southwest UK, near Bristol. My town is called Weston-super-Mare. I actually was a bit of a celebrity in my town a long time ago. Right, so I've had a very long day on these live streams. Manny, did you know we've done 3 live streams? All of them over an hour long. Hi, Larry. Yep, I'm a Spitfire pilot. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Who's that? Chicky Blue? 35? My God. Now, it's a bit muffled because this, I've got it on really tight. Oh, it's undone now. Doesn't matter because it was too tight anyway, and it was making you guys muffled. I'm hoping that the wind won't blow this off. So guys, it's going to take a little while for you guys to latch on and realise that I'm live. Welcome to Defending Elvis. We have lovely Ella. Ella's happy. I got me granddad coat on. I got gloves on, so I'm nice and warm. You had a major wind. Well, I know in America, there's a massive storm, snowstorm, ice storm, is that what you call it? Over all the whole of the Memphis area and more. So, a few of you have been talking about it. Deborah's very worried, so she's all wrapped up warm. Now, part of the reason I know about the storm, we've had a couple of storms. We've had, we've had the real storm that you guys, I'm praying for you guys that you're safe and well and you're prepared. But then you've had the storm of the Smiths. So, of course, the Smiths, Danny Smith from Memphis Mafia Kid, with Teresa, has made a video. Yeah? Quite a long video. I think it was 28 minutes long, yeah? I am the topic. I think indirectly it's a little bit aimed at Donna, but mainly me. I think the main part of Danny Smith's intention was to defend Linda. It's very clear Danny likes Linda Thompson. Now, the mistake Danny is making with me is that I like Linda Thompson as well. I am definitely not anti-Linda Thompson, but I will bring things up as a guy who runs a Defending Elvis channel, you know, with Team Elvis, Elvis Defenders around the world, with Donna. Of course, Donna's got her own channel, yeah? Donna Presley Official. So we are independent channels, but we stand together. We stand together. So we've had two storms. We've got the storm in America, which I'm very worried about. The snowstorm, the ice storm. And then we've got the storm created by Danny Smith, creating a video. Thanks, mate. Now, just let me get it clear to you guys. I'm not anti-Linda. I like Linda, but if she makes a mistake, me as a defender, Elvis defender, Elvis, Lisa, and the bloodline, I'm going to say something. You know how I feel. I don't like the fact that she brought up drugs and Elvis smoking pot for 3 months for his glaucoma on the stage of Westgate, the international hotel that Elvis performed in, on a stage where she could have kept it positive, because we are fed up of hearing the trash, aren't we? We're fed up of hearing all the negative trash. It's not even new news, is it? It's boring. It's been repeated again and again. Linda, you need to change your act. You need to change your act. I do understand that you like to share sweet stories about Elvis, sweet stories about how you met and you romanced and time together. I've heard many times that you spent the first year of your romance together almost every day, and then it sort of changed, yeah? Well, yeah, Larry, I think he's trying to, but you got to remember, things are a bit different with me and Danny now, yeah? Things are a bit different with me and Danny now, because the Louis that Danny tried to tell off a year ago has grown. I'm going to blow my own trumpet. The Louis that Danny told off a year ago is very different than the Louis of 2026 January. I've made a lot of friends. I've done a lot more research. Some of the friends I've made knew Elvis, knew him very well. One of the friends I made is his first cousin. So do we understand? The Danny that Louis is trying to go after, because that was an attack. What Danny Smith's video was an attack. It was an insult against me and my views, my channel, my right to be an Elvis defender. It was an attack against Elvis being defended, because he very clearly said Elvis doesn't need defending more than once. That defending Elvis, yeah? He clearly does not like me. Is it, Chicky Blue says it's jealousy. I don't know. Actually, no, I do know, and I'm going to explain it to you. Oh, come on. All right, dog's pulling me back. So, I actually do know. Well, no, he's got. It's not that he doesn't have any material. It's not that. Because all he has to do is answer questions. Yeah, he's got material, right? But hang on a minute. 1 second. 1 second. Right. I'll let you look at the sky a minute. Right. Sorry about that. Right, before I start waffling, I just want to say, oh my God, it's windy! Oh, we have a tunnel of wind. The tunnel of love. I am not, can you hear me because of the wind? Hang on. Shall I put my hat up? Ooh! Hang on. Let me put my hat up. Oh my God, it's windy. You can't feel it, can you? It's bloody windy. Ella doesn't mind. Lord have mercy. Now, I want to just say something clear. I don't dislike Danny. I'm not against Danny. Look at that house there. I always wanted to buy that house. I dream that one day I will own that house. Let's do the magic. Louis' magic. I already own it. I already own that house. Will it work? I always say this to my kids. How to get something. Act like you already have it. You already own it. You've already done it. I say to my kids, just anything you want in life, just imagine that you've already got it. Yes, I already own that house. You got it? Who knows, guys, one day. So I want to make it clear before I start talking. I actually did put an offer on that house once. It was about 5 years ago when I had more money. So I just want to make it clear in case they're watching me now. I don't dislike you, Danny Smith. I don't dislike you, Teresa. Billy and Joe Smith, I don't dislike you. I actually respect you as Elvis's blood relatives, okay? But that doesn't mean, well done. Yeah, Gio, you already bought it, yeah? Now that doesn't mean, just so you know, guys, it doesn't mean that I can't have opinions. I have opinions about the Smiths and their books and their documentaries and their biographies and the trashy tabloids and the trash for cash. I have opinions. So when I, a few months ago, said I'm going to ease off with the Smiths, what I meant was, and I said this many times, this isn't a new thing, I still stand by my opinions. I won't ever change them. Whether it's the Stanleys, the Smiths, the Memphis Mafia, ex-girlfriends, I won't change my opinions. So what happened was, yeah, there we are, Larry, you got it. So what happens, I will always acknowledge the Smiths as family. Just like Donna Presley should be acknowledged as family, blood family. Not the Stanleys, sorry guys, to you Stanley fans out there. I'm not up for it. I'm not up for the Stanleys as family. I'm really sorry. I do acknowledge that they lived the life sometimes. They were there sometimes. But because of the severity of the mistakes they made, especially Dave, and Rick, I can't acknowledge them as family. Sorry guys. I mean, they were only step, and obviously we know that they were only step brothers, and we know that Vernon divorced Dee, so nah, they're not family. And the fact that Billy Stanley changed his last name to Presley is just ridiculous. But I don't like, I'm not going to be mean and horrible. That's how I feel. But you will always see me acknowledging the Smiths as blood that played a very important part of Elvis's life, especially Billy. You know, going way back to the 40s, yeah? Billy was there right at the beginning, Billy Smith. I respect that. Obviously, he meets Joe when he's 18, she was 15. In the early 60s. So Joe's been around right at the beginning when Priscilla first came, just like Donna was. Donna met Priscilla when she first came. Priscilla wasn't very nice to Donna's sister, Susie. She wouldn't let her cuddle her, it irritated her. Did you know that? So Donna started to see Priscilla's true colours quite early on. I massively respect Donna because she has never trashed Elvis. Never. You ain't gonna find nothing out. That ridiculous book that people keep trying to bring up, she didn't write it. Other people did it for money. She was involved in it a little bit. She didn't write it. So, they used that book to discredit her. They used her name change to discredit her. The most horrible things were being said by on the Smiths channel, Memphis Mafia Kid. The most horrific things were being said about me and Donna. It's their way of showing loyalty, yeah? Oops. Dogs are barking. So think about it. You've got Danny makes a video basically attacking and bashing Louis. It's funny because he says I attack and bash him. I don't. He does me, yeah? I just share my opinions. There's a difference. There's a difference with having opinions and attacking and bashing and hating. Big difference. Bullying as well. Big difference. So the Smiths fans say the most horrific things about me and Donna just because Danny has made a video to basically attack us, to say that Elvis doesn't need defending. His main reason for that video was to show loyalty to Linda Thompson. It's so obvious. Yeah, I know, Chicky Blue. I repeat this, guys. If someone said to me, why did Danny Smith make that video? He's trying to show support for Linda Thompson. He's ass kissing Linda Thompson. I don't blame him, she's got a great ass. Don't tell my wife. No, honestly, Linda looks great. She looks great. She's, how many 75-year-olds can pull off leather? None. I've never met a woman in her 70s that can wear leather. Linda Thompson does it, and she does it well. No disrespect, I'm just having a bit of a joke, guys. I'm just having a bit of fun. Yeah, she looks amazing, come on. There's no way she's 67, she's older than that. 6'7", oh, I get it, 6'7". Oh, someone says, Matthew, Danny is also supporting evolving stories. What do you mean by that? Right, oh, I see what you mean, yes, because yeah, Matthew, I know what you mean. You mean the pot smoking for his glaucoma is a new thing that Linda has brought up. Yes, evolving story. Yeah, I get it. Now, I repeat, I'm not anti-Linda, I'm not anti-Billy and Joe Smith, I'm not anti-Danny and Teresa. Don't take it the wrong way. Yeah? Don't twist what I'm doing into hate. Don't twist it into an attack or anything like that, or a bash. I just have different opinions, and I'm defending myself against the video that Danny Smith made. He chose, remember guys, Danny Smith chose to make that video. I didn't twist his arm and say, make the video. He chose to make it. Oh my God, it's very muddy. Ugh. So look, here's the building site, guys, that we've been following. Woo! He made it. He knows. Danny knows he's going to get a reaction. He knows. Danny knows that if he makes a video about the Louis guy in Western Supermare, the guy in the kitchen, he knows that Louis will make a video of a video of a video of a video. This is my 4th video. So Danny knows, I'll say it again. A video of a video of a video of a video. This is the 4th one. I'm going to make a 5th as well. So guys, so we just recently, we've done a few videos where we have mentioned the Elvis, Aaron Presley and the Memphis Mafia book, where Marty Lacker, Lamar Fike and Billy Smith trash Elvis, okay? We've mentioned the book Elvis, What Happened, Red West, Sunny West, Dave Hebler, trash Elvis. We've mentioned Priscilla's book, she trashes Elvis. She does it very carefully. Priscilla's book, Elvis and Me, is very carefully done. It's a brainwashing book. Very clever book. And the whole world fell for Priscilla's book. She really did get away with brainwashing the world in 1985. Okay, guys? She was very clever. She did loads of interviews. So when the book come out, everyone fell for the victim story, that she was a victim. Okay? And we are going to be doing some Priscilla topics soon, because I haven't done Priscilla for about a week, I think. So we are going to come back to it with Miss Sam's videos. I'm going to do some Miss Sam's videos. Okay, guys? So, hi, Graves. So, Graves, the Smiths, Memphis Mafia kid, has done a video about me. I'm responding. So, Donna Presley did a really, really good video, right? It was basically her very carefully saying that friends and family and ex-girlfriends and people like Memphis Mafia type people and ex-wife, she did say ex-girlfriends, have been sharing Elvis's private details for money to the world, and that she was basically, Donna Presley, Elvis's first cousin, by the way, was saying that it's just wrong. It's just wrong. Now, I did a reaction to that video. It's very obvious that when I watched that video, that this is just my opinion, I think Donna was talking about Linda, that Linda was one of the people that had recently said things at the Westgate, so Westgate held a beautiful event honouring Aloha 73. Linda looked great and did a little sit-down chat on the stage at Westgate. Westgate is beautiful, by the way, and they honour Elvis in a lovely way. They always will. They're amazing. Westgate is amazing. I have no idea why Westgate kissed David Stanley's ass. It's nuts. There's no way a betrayer like David Stanley should be getting his ass kissed at Westgate. No bloody way. Anyway, that's not for today's topic. So whilst, you've heard it all a million times now, whilst Linda was there, she brings up, oh, Elvis smokes pot to cure to help his glaucoma pain, and he did it for 2 or 3 months, okay? I didn't like it, so I did a video saying, Linda, what you doing? I like you, but what you doing? It's like when she did the chicken soup story and the other things that she put in her book. There's many things in her book that I don't like, okay? But there's also nice things in her book. Linda Thompson's book is not all bad, okay? It shares some sweet memories of Elvis. Of course, she talks about her other relationships as well, yeah? But the point I'm trying to say, guys, is, so I do a video reaction to Donna Presley's, how can I say it? Yeah, so she does a video, so I decide I'm going to react to it. Whilst I'm reacting to it, yes, I discuss Linda. I say I'm not happy with her behaviour. That it's, we should be past all the tracking stuff. We should be past that time where we discuss all the crap, all the drug stuff. Just so many graphic, horrible details, whether they're true or not. Isn't it time that we just got past it? We're not trying to whitewash it. We're not trying to say Elvis was perfect. Are we? Yeah, we're just saying, come on, it's old, it's boring. So we have this brand new event at the same time as Epic is out. Don't forget, Epic has just come out, okay? Yeah, you got it. There we are, Manny. 50 years. So we've got lovely Epic coming out. Epic is a very positive movie. We're all looking forward to seeing it, docudrama, whatever you want to call it. It uses Elvis's voice. Elvis's voice basically narrates through it, doesn't it? Okay? We all know that Epic is going to be fantastic. It's an absolute phenomenon that 50 odd years later, we're all going to get to see Elvis again as if he was just at the top of his game again. We're going to travel back in time to the 70s. Now, just that alone is unheard of, yeah? Isn't it unheard of that this super megastar, we're all going to get to see him, yeah? So it's a very positive time for the Elvis world. Very optimistic. A real defending video. If you want to see Elvis defended, watch Epic. Watch Epic. It shows you the true Elvis, the true man. It shows you the real way that he really was, including him being interviewed, him talking, okay? So within these celebrations of Westgate, no, Jane, no surprise. Why, Jane, what did you say? So Danny Smith has blocked Jane. So you think about it, guys, okay? You got this event at Westgate. This Westgate event, this Aloha 73 Westgate event, was a big deal. Jane, tell me why. It was a big deal, wasn't it? The Aloha event at Westgate. They publicised it really well. Everyone knew about it. Linda looked amazing. She was there signing autographs, all dressed in leather. She goes onto the stage. She does a stage appearance. She does a lovely chat about meeting Elvis and her romance with Elvis. And then it spirals downwards with her saying that, oh, by the way, Elvis took drugs, too much prescription medication, and he smoked pot to help soothe his eye pain. Now, this is my point, and this is why I got so annoyed by Linda, even though I like her. Why? Why? I know I'm repeating myself a bit, guys, but why? What, Linda, what were you doing? Why? We're past all that now, Linda. Redo your act. Remove the drug chat. Remove the, oh, I saw Elvis when he was sick. Remove the whole chicken, drowning in chicken soup bullshit. Remove it. You don't need it. Linda, you don't need it. You can share your beautiful memories of being with Elvis. Lucky you. Elvis gave you a fantastic life, didn't he? Come on, Linda. Linda Thompson. Elvis gave you a fantastic life. He was so generous to you. You experienced things that people could only dream of. And your thanks in 2026 is to bring up the drugs. To bring up, oh, Elvis smoked pot for 3 months because of his eye. Why? When all you had to do was share beautiful memories of Aloha. So Chicky says to give her notoriety. I don't know why she did it. She has so many lovely memories. She has so many lovely memories of being with Elvis. And she chooses that. I'm so disappointed with the book anyway. There's parts of the book, of Linda's book, that I just don't like. I don't get it. You know, Linda's not the only one that has put things in books that I don't like. I don't like chapter 21 of Ginger's book, to be honest with you. But Ginger is much more positive. You will not see Ginger, at least I don't think so. You won't hear Ginger Oldham, who I talk to, by the way, guys. And I talk to her most weeks. We have a brief chat on Messenger, yeah? You won't keep bringing up all the drug stuff. I don't think you will. Ginger will speak very positively about Elvis. Hi, Rye, how are you? Ginger will speak very positively about Elvis. She speaks about how he was looking forward to the future, a family, the next tour, that he was losing weight and he was just getting back to his old self, yeah? He still had a way to go, he was still not well. She also says he wasn't well and he had mood swings and she thought he was taking a lot of vitamins, etc. But generally she's very positive, okay? She's here to make Elvis look good, to big him up. She does say he was human, he made mistakes just like everyone else. So there's Danny. Danny comes to the rescue. Danny, Memphis Mafia kid, the child. Remember, he was a child. His memories are childhood memories. Danny comes to the rescue of Linda, the favourite. Let's face it, guys. Linda was the favourite. Ginger wasn't accepted. Ginger would stay upstairs with Elvis. Linda would come down and hang out with the guys. We've all heard about David Briggs. Someone told me that when Linda broke up with S. Greaves. Yeah, S. Greaves, I like Linda as well. But I'm still disappointed in her. Aren't you? S. Greaves, aren't you disappointed that Linda spoke about Elvis's drug habits? You know, alleged drug problems? That she said he was drowning in chicken soup? Come on. As much as we like Linda, she's discussing things that should not be brought up. They are private. Private means private. When are people going to get that? This is the biggest problem we've got. People are not keeping things private. People are just bringing them up. Sharing these disgusting details. Even 50 years after. 50 years after, she's still bringing them up. There is no excuse. Anyway, as we were saying, so Danny wants to come to the rescue. Danny, Memphis Mafia kid. Now, we've had problems with Danny. He's attacked me more than once. We did have an issue with a researcher that passed away, which I'm, God rest her soul. She was one of the best researchers in the world, and she was lovely to me. We miss her dearly. So Danny didn't treat that researcher very well. Never apologised. Okay, we had that problem. Then we had, she deserved an apology. And then we had disagreements. Danny made a few, anti-Louis videos, anti-defending Elvis. Danny before has said, Elvis doesn't need defending. Elvis doesn't need defending, which is ridiculous. Anybody that says Elvis doesn't need defending, you need your head being checked. Oh, I see, Jane. Anyone that thinks Elvis doesn't need defending, you need your head being checked. There's something not right with you. Now, what I have noticed... Oh, yeah, but I do understand why they attacked me, yeah? So, should we talk about that? Manny, we'll talk about that. Imagine a world with no Louis. Imagine the world, there was no Louis in Weston-super-Mare, Southwest UK, sat in his kitchen with his dogs, waffling away. Okay? That was the world that all these people were used to. There was no Louis. The only people that were bringing up these defending topics were Elvis fans. There were almost no channels defending Elvis, not properly. There was Priscilla Hate Channel. There was a Priscilla Hate Channel. We had Presley Mania was doing good stuff, the court documents, and every now and then a little topic. So Presley Mania was one of the original defenders, okay? But a lot of these people did not want to discuss the serious stuff. Yeah, okay, alright, S. Greaves, keep the comments shorter, please, so I can read them. But I know I got the gist of it. So S. Greaves, you think Elvis doesn't need defending because he was a legend and that his music was so fantastic. He had a beautiful voice and that he will be remembered forever. But what about Elvis the human being? Does he need defending? What about the Elvis that has been trashed for 50 years by his own friends and family? Does he need defending? Whenever I talk to people and they tell me Elvis is a paedophile, a junkie, does that need defending? Well, I speak to Donna Presley, Elvis's first cousin, and she is horrified by the disgusting things said about her first cousin Elvis. Does that need defending? So when you come on here and tell me that Elvis doesn't need defending, you look stupid. You look stupid. All right, so let's put... Okay, S. Greaves, okay, I'll concentrate on you. So because Elvis was a human, yeah, Should we put it in books and tabloids and documentaries and biographies? Shall I do that to your life? S. Greaves. Shall I put all of the mistakes you made in your life in books, documentaries, tabloids? Shall I go on TV and talk about you? Shall I go on YouTube and make dozens of videos talking about your private life, the mistakes you made, your family made, your brother made, your sister made, your mother and father made? This is for you, S. Greaves. Would you like me to trash your family for money? Oh, I'm not being stupid, it's a fact. S. Greaves, I'm not being stupid. That's what happened to Elvis. Shall I go on here now and trash Danny Smith's life? Shall I talk about his alcohol and drug addiction and his marriages? Shall I do that? Shall I write books about Danny Smith's life? Shall I write? No. Stick to the facts. You can call me names if you want. Shall I write books about Danny Smith's life? Shall I do that? Shall I talk about his marriages and his drug problems and his alcohol problems? You need S. Greaves, before I just want to say to you, you are an Elvis fan, not a Smiths fan. You are an Elvis fan. The reason you like the Smiths is because you liked Elvis. Try defending him. Linda Thompson 2 days ago trashed him on a stage at Westgate. Danny Smith yesterday made a video saying that Elvis doesn't need defending, even though his own parents trashed him months ago and said he likes weird, odd sexual preferences. S. Greaves, do you know that in the Memphis Mafia book they said that Elvis liked to ejaculate in girls' hair? Elvis liked to watch women having sex with animals. Do you know that? Your heroes, Billy and Joe Smith, said that. Rubbish, you're a cop-out. You're a fake Elvis fan. S. Greaves, you're a fake Elvis fan that wants to kiss the arse of the Smiths. Remember I said that? You're an arse kisser of the Smiths. You don't defend Elvis. The man is trashed 7 days a week around the world. You don't defend him because you say his music was so amazing. He's a legend. He'll never be forgotten. That is your feeble excuse. You're a cop-out. You're a lightweight. Elvis deserves better. Elvis has changed your life and you can't defend him. And you allow his cousin to go on a show and tell us off for defending him. Anyway, I'm going to go back to my other topic now. Let's keep walking. I've said enough. Right, let's keep going. Right, okay, I was talking to Manny. Manny, are you listening? There was no Louis. Louis didn't exist. We had a couple of channels. One of the best was Presley Mania. I'm going to say that, yeah? Joe Sins, a great channel. Joe, we all love Joe, don't we? Okay? So then this Louis guy comes along. Starts bringing up all the topics that no one wants to talk about. Louis starts the things that everyone else tried to forget, everyone else tried to pretend did not happen. Louis starts talking about the book Elvis, Aaron, Presley and the Memphis Mafia. Louis starts talking about the book Elvis, What Happened, the people that betrayed Elvis, Red, Sonny and Dave Hebler. Louis starts bringing up Priscilla's wrongdoing. Louis starts to explain to the world that we have been tricked and conned by the book Elvis and Me, the 1985 book Elvis and Me. Louis starts discussing all these things. I start bringing up ex-girlfriends. I start bringing up the Memphis Mafia. We talk about Lamar Fite's wrongdoing, Marty Lacker's wrongdoing. So suddenly everything's out. The reason I'm bringing it up so is that we can defend Elvis, because a lot of what has been said about him is not true. A lot of what has been said about Elvis has been exaggerated and twisted. Priscilla Bulow Garcia but anyone that comes on my show and says Elvis doesn't need defending, you're on the wrong show. S. Greaves, whatever you call yourself. This channel is called Defending Elvis. So you're on the wrong channel. If you don't want to defend Elvis, you're on the wrong channel. Let me carry on what I'm saying. So Louis bringing up all these topics that people are trying to pretend never happened. All of a sudden, there's thousands of fans, Elvis fans, have an outlet, have a way to discuss the wrongdoing to Elvis so we can clear his name. Suddenly it's up for discussion. Suddenly it's up for discussion, isn't it, guys? We can now talk about... Oh, it's cold. We can now talk about all the things that people are trying to pretend never happened. You've got Danny Smith and on his show Memphis Mafia Kid, who is pretending that none of it happened. You've got Billy and Joe Smith, who still feel that they can bring up the negative stuff and stand by it. When the book gets brought up, when Billy Smith gets asked, do you stand by the book? He says yes. When Joe Smith says, oh, Elvis had weird sexual fetishes on her show in front of thousands of people literally months ago, how is that okay? I don't hate these people, but Elvis deserves better. So this is the problem, Manny. When Louis came along, all of these subjects and topics became something we can defend, something we can disprove, something we can challenge, something we can disagree with. The problem you've got is this, is that the problem we've got is that Elvis can't defend himself. The fans wanted to defend Elvis. They wanted to defend him, yeah? But they did, you know, the fans don't have YouTube channels. The fans don't have YouTube channels. So we step in as a YouTube channel defending Elvis, and we just try and make a difference. We try and challenge the things that are being said. So concerning, if we talk about the medication, yeah? Now people call Elvis a druggie. That he was addicted, but they rarely mention how sick he was. Hi, Rick. They rarely mention how sick he was. So we step in with our research and we say, hang on a minute. Hi, Yvonne. We say, hang on a minute. Did you know he was sick? We list all the medical conditions that Elvis had. There were many, many. The pain he was in. The fact that he had chronic health problems, chronic insomnia. So we start to say to people, hang on, do you realise that Elvis actually needed his medication, his prescription medication? That he was genuinely sick, genuinely in pain, genuinely couldn't sleep, genuinely overworked. Do you get it, guys? So we start to show people that there's a possibility in the last 3 or 4 years of Elvis's life that he literally had no choice. He literally had no choice. It was take the painkillers and the different medications and the different prescription medications, or be in pain, don't sleep, have no energy. Now, we accept Elvis was human. He definitely 100% took too many. Didn't he? We accept that. But what else could he have done? This is what we're trying to say. Yeah, there we are. The steroids called puffiness. He had very serious stomach problems. Yeah, colon problems. What do when you're in pain? You turn to your doctor. He gives you all different stuff to try and fix you. Elvis wanted to fix himself. Yeah, mixing the meds together. There we are. You got it, Frederick. What are we trying to do here? We're trying to show the world that Elvis wasn't just out to get stoned and high. And Elvis wasn't this just junkie. Let's go and all get stoned and start shooting up heroin and smoking pot. We tried to show the world that Elvis, what came first? Family. Of course, his daughter Lisa was number one. And his talent, his voice. So don't forget, right? Don't forget. That kid's waving at my camera. So don't forget, guys. Elvis took it very seriously, how beautiful his voice was. And Elvis knew that his voice could change the world. Elvis knew that his voice was healing people, helping people, transforming everything. He knew it. He knew his purpose. He knew he was making a difference. Elvis lived to give, didn't he? Elvis lived to give, born to give, yeah? So Elvis took his singing career very, very, very seriously. Epic is going to show this. The amount of rehearsals. The rehearsals Elvis would do were amazing. Elvis handpicked his band members, his backing singers, his orchestra. Elvis was very, very careful. It wasn't all just quickly rushed together. Elvis would spend thousands of hours getting his act right, creating his shows. I'm talking about the Vegas shows, yeah? He took it very seriously. He practiced his voice. He rehearsed his voice. He wanted it right, yeah? Elvis wasn't just running around trying to shag everything. Do you get what I'm saying to you guys? People talk about Elvis like all he cared about was the next bonk. Anybody that knows the true Elvis knows that it wasn't the only thing on his mind. He wasn't just thinking about the next woman. Do you see my point, guys? And this is where things have gone wrong. That his reputation has been twisted into people thinking all he cared about was shagging, eating, and taking drugs. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. You look at the type of shows Elvis put together. They are amazing. They are amazing. And Epic will show this. And Epic will also show Elvis talking about his rehearsing and getting ready for these massive shows. So when you judge Elvis, hi Mary, well done, you made it. Mary, you were the star of our show yesterday. Mary, thank you for that amazing comment, Mary, and welcome. When we see Epic, you're all going to be blown away. Right, let's just talk a little bit about Priscilla. This is the other problem. People, Elvis doesn't need defending. Right, let's talk about Priscilla. So the whole world blames Elvis for the breakup of the marriage with Priscilla. Oh, it's Priscilla. Priscilla did nothing wrong. She was a poor victim. Elvis was taking drugs, was being unfaithful, and was never home. That's the story. When the truth is, after they got married, I'm not talking about before the marriage, because Elvis lived as a single man before they got married. After they got married, within months, Priscilla was sleeping with the dance instructor. Everything I say is for entertainment purposes, not a fact. This is a discussion YouTube channel where we discuss things, nothing is fact. For entertainment purposes only. After Elvis got married, I believe Elvis was faithful when they got married. Yeah, Mary, we rock. You rock, Mary. Team Elvis rocks. So what does good old Priscilla do once they get married? Once Elvis gives in, under pressure, even possible blackmail, what does Priscilla do? She shags the dance instructor. Who is blamed for the breakup of the marriage? Elvis. How does that add up? How does that add up? Priscilla shags the dance instructor months after Lisa Marie was born, and the marriage breakup is blamed on Elvis. A couple of years later, she does it again with the Mike Stone, the karate champion. Who is blamed for the divorce? Elvis. When Priscilla talks about things going wrong between her and Elvis, who is blamed? When Priscilla sits there and she tells her story, what does she do? Recently, weeks ago. Oh, why did you and Elvis split up? How could you leave Elvis? This was a couple of weeks ago. How could you leave Elvis? He was the most beautiful, sexy man in the world. Oh, I wasn't prepared to put up with the girls. Elvis would go away and the girls. But when Elvis was away, she was shagging. Do you understand my point? Everything I say is for entertainment purposes only. She blames Elvis, but she was doing it as well. They were both doing it. They both ruined that marriage. They both ruined the marriage. Both of them. They should never have got married. That is a fact. But Priscilla will sit there. She'll bring up the drugs. She'll talk about Elvis's spending. She'll say that Elvis was never home. Who marries Elvis and expects to be sat at home watching TV? I repeat, who marries Elvis and expects him to stay home and watch TV and hold the baby? Come on, this is Elvis. Born to perform. I've heard you guys say it many times. She knew what she was getting into. She knew what she was getting into. When she was in Wiesberg, Germany, and she was nagging him to visit him, because she visited him a few times, didn't she, before she went and finished her education. I've learnt that she was in the last few months of her education was finished in America, right? So you think about it. She travels from Wiesberg, Germany. She was living in a normal little house with her parents, Air Force parents, whatever they're, and she moves into Graceland. She moved in with the most famous man in the world, who was a singer, who regularly was going away, performing and making movies. That is what she moved in with. In 1963, Elvis was going away making movies. She married that. So then in the next breath, she says, oh, I wasn't prepared to live the lifestyle. Have you heard her do it, guys? Oh, I wasn't prepared to live the lifestyle. He would be going away, making the movies. Oh, the girls. When we know that when he was going away, she was being naughty. She was shagging the men, or a man, the dance instructor. She had her own car. She had loads of freedom. She tells us she was in a gilded cage. She wasn't. Yeah, well, you know, we talk about, this is the other thing she does though, guys. There's many people that think that Priscilla was 14 when she married Elvis. They actually, honestly, people think Elvis married a 14-year-old. She was 3 weeks away from her 22nd birthday. 3 weeks away from her 22nd birthday, guys. But she gives the impression she was 14. Anyway, guys, we're nearly home now. If you bunch everything together that I'm trying to say, oh, it's two dogs, so I'm going to go a different way. If you bunch everything together that I'm trying to say, Elvis needs defending. Elvis needs defending from so many different things. Even the Linda Thompson story isn't straightforward. Linda Thompson says that their marriage broke up, no, their relationship broke up because of her. She left Elvis. Well, I've heard that isn't true. I've heard that Elvis ended it. What have you heard, guys? Please tell me. I've also heard many things about what went on after they split up. All of it rumour and speculation. Nothing that I say will be fact. It's for entertainment purposes. But I've heard some concerning stories about Linda after they split up. I've heard all about David Briggs, that she lived with him for 4 years after she split up from Elvis. The point I'm trying to say, guys, is that we're not being told the whole truth. Elvis ended it with, yeah, right, so Josie is telling us that Elvis ended it with Linda, but she will say different. She will say she left him, she was faithful, and she was a virgin when she got with him. Do you understand my point, guys? Because Elvis is dead, people give you their version. Because Elvis is dead, they rewrite the history, they do it their way. Because they know they can't be challenged, they won't be disagreed with. Because 50 years have passed, people can say what they want. Whether it's the bodyguards, the ex-girlfriend, the ex-wife, the cousins, the stepbrothers, they can say what they want. This is the problem, guys. You know, Danny comes out screaming to defend Linda because he liked her. It's pretty obvious Danny liked Linda, yeah? But he's not defending Elvis. He's defending Lisa. Danny, you're defending Lisa. Sorry, not Lisa. You're defending Linda Thompson. You're not defending Elvis. It makes no sense. So Linda sits on a stage in Westgate, says Elvis smoked pot for months for his glaucoma. Danny comes out attacking me. He doesn't say a word to Linda. It's obvious that Danny knows Linda. He doesn't say a word to her. What Danny should say, what Danny should be doing, Danny should be going, look, Linda, you know, I know you. I've known you for decades. Can you not talk about Elvis's drug problems 50 years later, because people are bored of it and it's disrespectful. It takes away Elvis's dignity and it's embarrassing for Elvis's family. Does anyone realise that? Does anyone realise that? That if Finley or Harper or Riley listened to Linda Thompson on a stage talking in that way, that it's a bit embarrassing. Now, you know, I'm not going to make a big deal of pot, guys, but come on. I keep saying it, Elvis deserves better. So instead of Danny Smith saying, Linda, why do you have to have those kind of chats? You were on a Aloha 73 celebration. Why can't you just chat about positive stuff to do with Elvis and Aloha? He defends Linda. He defends Linda. If she said it, it happened. I know. So this little 13-year-old boy, Danny Smith, 11, 12, 13, yeah? I know, I was there. I was glued to Linda and Elvis 24 hours a day. I even lived in the bedroom. So I know I can verify what Linda said as truth because I was there when he was just a little boy. You get it? Do you get it, guys? He tries to stand up for Linda because he liked her. He liked Linda. Do you know what? If I was 14 years old, I would have liked Linda as well because she was bloody hot. Linda in the 1970s was bloody hot and sexy, wasn't she, guys? So if I was a 14-year-old Danny Smith, I'd fancy her as well. Do you get it? My memories of Linda would be pretty good. He wants to stand up for his little crush that he had in the 70s on Linda Thompson. You get it, guys? Instead of standing up for Elvis, he stands up for Linda. Then he makes a video attacking a Defending Elvis channel Seriously, he makes a video standing up for a defending Elvis, attacking a defending Elvis channel. How can you attack a defending Elvis channel when your family member is Elvis? Do you see my point, guys? How can you attack a defending Elvis channel when your family member is Elvis? Anyway, we're approaching 6-7, guys. We're going to do the 6-7 together. 6-7. There's no werewolves around at the moment. It is very dark. Look, 6-7. So we're on 61 minutes. So we may as well do the 6-7, yeah? So shall we all say 6-7? On the 67th minute, we are going to say 6-7. Now, let's just calm things down a bit, okay? I'm not against Danny Smith. I'm not against Billy and Joe. I'm not against Teresa. I'm not against Danielle. I'm for Elvis. I am for Elvis. Everything I say is in the name of clearing Elvis's reputation, standing up for Elvis. This is what I do. I'm not let's attack Danny Smith. I'm not let's attack Billy and Joe Smith. They're elderly. I actually respect them as Elvis's blood family. Yeah? I'm defending Elvis. This is the bit people are missing. This is the bit that people are not getting. Oh, that Louis, you know, one of the people in the Smiths followers, because let's face it, the people that follow the Smiths have forgotten that Elvis is important, and suddenly the Smiths have become the new Elvis. These people have been worshipping the Smiths for decades, so the Smiths have been replaced. Elvis has been replaced. So now the new Elvis is the Smiths. So these people are all kissing the Smiths' ass, like insulting Louis. The Louis guy in the UK is being insulted. Oh my God, everything changed when Louis came along. That defending guy, he's obviously mentally unstable. He's obviously a bully and he's harassing and he should be sued for defamation. This is the ridiculous things that are being said by Smith ass kissers. When the truth is, the people that should be getting sued for defamation and slander is the very people that have been trashing Elvis for the last 50 years. They're the bullies, they're the attackers. The people that are insulting me and my group in the most disgusting way, they should be getting done for defamation, they should be getting sued, they should be getting done for slander. Oh my God, it's very dark. Oh! I used to think I was a werewolf, but I'm all right now. Oh! I'm making the dogs bark. We're not at 6-7 yet, mate. Are we at 6-7? I can't see. The numbers have gone. Sorry, guys. The numbers have disappeared. Here we are, 6-3. We're not on 6-7 yet, mate. Do you see that, guys? People are like, yeah, that Louis, you know, you should sue him, you know, the things he says. I'm just talking truth. I'm just telling you what's happened. I'm telling you that Elvis has been lied about. The truth has been twisted. This ridiculous excuse that Elvis is a human being, Elvis made mistakes, is the excuse to trash him. How would all of these people feel if I put their lives into books and biographies and documentaries? I repeat, how would these people feel if I put their lives into documentaries, biographies, books, tabloids, magazines, on social media? How would these people feel if I made YouTube videos about their private lives, called them druggies? Yeah? How would all of these people feel if I exposed their faults in tabloids? Get it, guys? It's okay to do it to Elvis, but it's not okay to do it themselves. How would the Smiths feel if I trashed their lives in videos and documentaries and books? How would they feel? How would they feel if the tables were turned? You get it, guys? How would the Stanleys feel if I trashed their lives? How would Danny Smith feel if I discussed all of his problems he had through his life? This is the bit they're missing. It's okay to trash Elvis. in the most disgusting way in front of his daughter, Lisa Marie. That's okay. We can write books. All the King's Men, E True Hollywood, Elvis, Aaron Presley and the Memphis Mafia, Elvis, What Happened. We can write the books and trash Elvis in front of his daughter. But when the tables are turned and we do it about them, it's a different story. Hi, Aurora. Is my wife on, is she? All right, guys. We're gonna do 6-7. My wife's not on. What do you mean, hi, Aurora? So anyway, guys, we're gonna do 6-7. My family talked about my private life. When I'm gone, I'll cry. Yeah, there we are. Yeah. No one wants their private life shared around the world. No one wants their private life shared around the world. Oh, she's in the window, is she? She's cooking, guys. Her friend's cutting her hair tonight. She's having chicken, potatoes, dips, and what was the other thing? Chicken, potatoes. We're not at 6-7 yet, mate. You're getting carried away. Chicken, potatoes, dips, peppers, sliced up carrots. We have hummus and salsa. And steak. Oh yeah, don't forget the steaks. We're having steak. Are you ready, guys? We're going to do 6-7 together, and then I got to go. Should we see if my wife's cooking? I can't see her cooking, guys. Oh, there she is. Yeah, she's cooking, guys. Are we ready? We'll do a countdown. Thank you for going for this walk with me. We have done, is yummy, Rye. We have done over 3 miles walking. We're definitely having steaks as well. Thanks, guys. I may do another live later. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens, yeah? Anyway, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6-7. Everyone say 6-7 together. 6-7. 6-7, guys. Let's turn around in a circle. 6-7. 6-7. That's it. Everyone watching. 6-7. Come on, there's 45 of you. I dare you. 6-7. 6-7. We have been on for 67 minutes. We have been on for 67 minutes, guys. I wish I could comment, but it doesn't let me. Thanks for joining me, guys. This has been lovely. Thanks, Mary. You were the star of yesterday. 6-7, guys. Love you all. I'm sending love from the UK. Wrap up warm. Be careful with the weather, okay? I know in America the weather's pretty crazy. So don't forget you got an ice storm coming and a snowstorm coming. So wrap up warm, guys. Sending you love. Take care. My last words. I don't dislike the Smiths. I don't dislike Linda. But I defend Elvis. I defend Elvis. Thanks, guys. Love you all.